So I've had a little request for my soft burger buns, and normally I would make this out of sourdough, but my friend who's requested this does not do sourdough, is not interested in doing sourdough, does not have the time at this point in her life, so we're going to give it a go with normal yeast. Obviously the timing will be different, so if it works, we'll find out. So in here I have 1 egg, 1/4 of a cup of milk powder, just whole milk powder, and 1 tablespoon of melted butter. Now it should average at about 100 grams, but don't worry if it doesn't, because we're going to top it up until we bring it to 430 grams of liquid. That's just over, that's fine. Then we're going to give this a little bit of a whisk. The milk powder should just start to melt in. And we don't use a lot of milk here, so if I need milk for a recipe, and you do sometimes put it in your bread, I just make it with milk powder. Seems to work for me. Alright, I can just auto release for a second, and let's do the flour. So here, just zero that out. We have 720 grams of plain flour. Make a little well. You can sift it if you want, you don't have to. I'm going to add about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to go ahead and add, now this is going to be a guess because I normally use sourdough, but I'm going to go ahead and add about maybe 1/2 tablespoon of dry instant yeast. And then we're going to add our liquid to the centre. Oops, come back there. It wasn't done. And we're going to give it a bit of a mix. Sometimes your flour can take a little bit to absorb so much liquid. You just go slow. Not too hard. You'll know if it needs more. It won't mix. This is really hard though. I like weighted measurements when I'm baking with dough. I don't always use it, but it's very consistent. And we're going to just really give it a good mix. It's feeling like it's wanting to come together. Let's just move this out of the way. Just turn it out. At this point, I'm not even kneading it properly. We're just trying to get it to come together nice. And then we're going to let time do its work. It's feeling okay. A bit extra there, just get rid of it. Alright, once it's sort of into some sort of a shape, I'm going to pop it in there. That can all go in there too. It'll likely just absorb. I'm going to get a wet hand at the top. Then I'm going to cover it. A bit of grab that. Then I'm going to leave this for about 2 hours because I don't like a lot of work when it comes to bread. So I'm going to let time do the stretching for me at this point, get it nice and soft. Okay, it's been 2 hours and we're going to get this out of the bowl now, and I'm just going to portion it out. Still got a little bit of dry on the bottom, not really concerned about that. Throw some flour. Just give it a little bit of a knead, make sure everything is nice and combined. Actually feels a lot better now, nice and soft. It's really quite an easy recipe, it's not difficult. But the one thing I will do, because I like them to be all the same size, is just give it away. 1.1, we want 6, so about just under 200 grams. Okay. I want 6 out of this. I want them to be all about the same size. That's okay. Yep, that's all right. And I'm going to give this here. Just going to let them rise a second time on this. I'll just give it a light spray. I'm just going to knead it out a little. Give it a roll. Give it a roll. Just make a little nice little ball. Tiny little bit of tension. Not really too concerned about it. As long as it's a ball. This one feels good. Just your balls. Top a little bit of a spray just so I can cover it in some plastic wrap just loosely. Little change of plans. I think we're just going to rise them directly on the pan. I think that would be smart. Baking tray, a little bit of grease-proof paper. And we'll just move these. It's only been a few minutes. We'll just rise them here. That's a better idea. Spend time washing extra dishes. There we go. Now I'm going to just wash my hands. Alright, it's been about 90 minutes and these are right where I want them. Nice and puffy. So we're just going to got an egg yolk and a tiny bit of, just a little bit of milk just to thin it out a little. And we're just going to glaze them. I've got the oven set at 180 degrees and I have preheated that for about 20 minutes. You want it at temp. I'm just going to glaze these. Oops. Make them nice. I like an egg wash. Gives it a nice colour and it'll help stick the sesame seeds. Alright, I'm going to just give them a sprinkle with some sesame seeds. You could use poppy seeds, you could use nigella, you could throw some herbs on top. Oops, what's that? Oh, it's a black sesame seed. I do have black ones. Alright, so these took 20 minutes in total and I covered them with foil after 15 because they looked like they were getting a little too dark for me. And this is what we were left with. Gonna let these cool a bit and then we'll be back to cut.